Level 1. The contract. You are 21 years old. You work nights in a warehouse. You run before sunrise. You want a harder life. A recruiter calls you back. His office sits in a strip mall. Army posters cover the walls. He asks why you came. You say you want special forces. He slides an 18X packet across the desk. He explains it is only a chance. You nod like you already knew. He lists the steps ahead. Infantry training comes first. Airborne School comes after that. Selection decides everything. The Qualification Course comes last. You sign the papers at the desk. The recruiter shakes your hand. He smiles like you just won something. You walk back through the parking lot. Your old life already feels smaller. Your mother reads the contract twice. She says she is proud and worried. You pack one duffel bag for shipping. The bus leaves before sunrise. Level 2. The soldier. A drill sergeant meets you off the bus. He starts shouting before your feet hit the ground. Your hair disappears on day 1. Your civilian clothes vanish into a bag. Fluorescent lights snap on before dawn. You learn to dress in minutes. You stand in formation half awake. Your boots are never clean. Your bunk must look untouched. Your locker must line up perfectly. Your rifle becomes part of your body. You break it down again and again. You rebuild it without thinking. The range smells like dirt and oil. You fire, miss, adjust, and fire again. The obstacle course humbles the loud guys first. Mud crawls into your uniform. Rain soaks your socks. Your shoulders burn under the ruck. Your feet blister and harden. You stop talking about quitting. You start helping the slower men. A night land nav class gets your attention. A compass suddenly matters more than pride. You graduate as an infantry soldier. The ceremony feels short. The next step is already waiting. Level 3. The paratrooper. Airborne School lasts only 3 weeks. The black hats teach you how to fall. You practice parachute landing falls until your hips ache. You learn exit posture at a mock door. The tower looks taller up close. Your stomach drops before your body does. Jump week arrives faster than expected. The aircraft is loud and cramped. Red light washes over nervous faces. You check your static line again. The jump master yells over the engine noise. The green light finally appears. You step into empty air. The opening shock steals your breath. The canopy snaps open above you. The ground rises too fast. You hit the landing zone harder than planned. You stand, gather your chute, and grin. Silver wings go on your chest. You feel proud for one evening. The next morning, you are a candidate again. Level 4. The candidate. You arrive at Camp McCall with a number. Nobody cares what your civilian life was. Pine trees and sand roads surround everything. The brief is short and cold. Standards are explained once. You run with your number on your chest. You carry logs with strangers who stop being strangers. You climb, crawl, drag, and keep moving. A ruck march starts before daylight. The road feels endless in the dark. You pass men sitting beside the trail. You look forward and keep walking. Land navigation sends you alone into the woods. The forest gets bigger at night. Every bearing feels important. Every mistake costs time and strength. You punch one point and hunt for the next. Dawn finds you still moving. Team Week introduces awkward, heavy objects. Strong men try to muscle everything. Smart men start solving the problem. A tired teammate snaps at you. You answer without raising your voice. Assessors watch from a distance. Their faces give you nothing. Nobody tells you how you are doing. Final formation feels longer than the whole course. Numbers are called one by one. Your number is on the list. You are selected. You still have not earned the beret. Level 5. The student. The qualification course resets the pressure. Selection proved potential, not mastery. You are assigned the communications track. Radios replace some of the rucks. Antennas, batteries, and cables fill your desk. Instructors create faults on purpose. One wrong setting kills the signal. One loose cable wastes 10 minutes. You learn to diagnose before touching anything. Guessing makes everything worse. Method solves more than confidence. The classroom moves outside. Rain finds every weak connector. Cold drains every battery. You carry a radio pack up steep hills. The antenna whips behind your head. Your medic classmate treats mannequins like real patients. Your engineer classmate builds and breaches training obstacles. Your weapons classmate studies foreign and American systems. Everyone cross-trains because the team is small. You teach a classmate to build a field antenna. The first explanation confuses him. The second explanation finally clicks. You learn that teaching is another test. Language training becomes part of the routine. Your mouth struggles with unfamiliar sounds. Culture lessons matter as much as vocabulary. You stop trying to sound perfect. You focus on being understood. Level 6, the survivor. SERE removes comfort first. Your world shrinks to weather, hunger, and judgment. Small mistakes start feeling expensive. Sleep comes in broken pieces. Your clothes stay damp for days. You learn to think while tired. You learn to move while uncertain. You learn to stay calm without easy answers. Pressure tests your discipline, not your pride. A bad attitude spreads faster than cold. A quiet mind becomes your best tool. When it ends, you look thinner and older. Then training starts moving as a team again. Level 7, the team. Tactical planning pulls every specialty together. A sand table turns into your shared language. The team builds a plan around terrain and time. Rehearsals expose weak spots immediately. The first plan breaks during practice. The radio timeline does not match the movement plan. Medical coverage is too far behind. You erase half the board. Nobody argues to save their ego. The revised plan works better. You start to think in team problems. You stop thinking in individual tasks. Your instructors push harder when you improve. They want consistency, not one good day. Level 8, Pineland. Robin Sage drops you into a fictional country. Role players make the place feel real. Civilians watch your team arrive. Partner fighters study your faces before they trust you. A village leader meets you at a rough wooden table. You listen more than you speak. Trust builds slowly. You teach a simple radio procedure. The first lesson fails. You simplify every step. The second lesson works. A partner fighter smiles when he gets it right. Orders change with little warning. Half the information conflicts with the other half. You sort facts from assumptions. The team keeps moving anyway. Night missions become mostly waiting and communicating. Your radio links the whole picture together. One missed report creates confusion for everyone. A storm hits the tent during ascend. You keep the message moving. The final exercise feels less heroic than exhausting. Every quiet decision suddenly matters. The team finishes the mission together. No one acts surprised. This is what you train to do. Level 9, the Beret. Graduation day arrives without much ceremony in your head. You are too tired to romanticize it. Your classmates stand in formation beside you. Families watch from the seats. An instructor places the Green Beret in your hands. Another pins on the Special Forces tab. The moment is smaller than the journey. The meaning is bigger. Photos are taken in the sunlight. Smiles finally appear. By evening, the schoolhouse already feels behind you. Level 10, the team room. You arrive at your first ODA as the new guy. 12 men share one room and one standard. The senior guys do not celebrate you. They check whether you are useful. A weathered radio case lands on your table. Your team sergeant tells you to fix the recurring fault. Nobody stands over your shoulder. They just expect results. The team room is quieter than you imagined. Experience sits in the silence. The medic packs without wasting movement. The engineer updates route sketches. The weapons sergeant checks racks and notes. The assistant team leader reviews a plan. You repair the radio and test it twice. The team sergeant only says, "Good." That word means more than a speech. Level 11, the real job. Training never actually stops. You study communications until details feel automatic. You keep cross-training with the other specialties. You attend language refreshers between range days. You brief, rehearse, correct, and rehearse again. Some days are nothing but maintenance. Some days are nothing but waiting. Some days are spent teaching partner forces. Some days are spent solving problems you did not expect. The glamorous version of the job disappears quickly. The professional version stays. On deployment, much of the work is meetings. Plans get redrawn in cramped rooms. Radios fail at bad times. Vehicles break at worse times. Partner units bring their own pace. You learn patience without losing urgency. You learn confidence without becoming loud. You learn that competence is a kind of calm. Level 12, the standard. One day, a new soldier enters the room. He looks the way you used to look. Clean uniform, stiff posture, careful eyes. He watches everything and says very little. You hand him a radio case. You tell him to find the fault. He nods and gets to work. The team barely looks up. That is how belonging works here. The Green Beret matters, but the standard matters more. The symbol gets you noticed. The work decides whether you stay trusted. You think back to the strip mall office. The handshake feels like another lifetime. The contract was never the achievement. The bus ride was not the transformation. The selection letter was not the destination. The graduation photo was not the finish line. Becoming this person happened in small decisions. One early morning at a time. One heavy march at a time. One hard class at a time. One calm answer at a time. One reliable action at a time. That is your life from civilian to Green Beret. And tomorrow, the standard starts again.